Bitcoin smashes through $50,000. ADA makes a new all-time high. BNB hits $500. ETH is heating up, and the market as a whole looks bullish AF. I'm going to talk about all of those charts as well as review all of the news driving markets. Let's go.
Let's go.
What is up, everybody? I'm Scott Melker, also known as the Wolf of All Streets. Before we get started, please go ahead, subscribe to the channel, and tap, tickle, caress slightly that like button right down below. As I mentioned, everything is looking extremely bullish right now, and we've got a new format at the moment. I'm going to be doing live streams about 20 minutes at 8:30 a.m., and then the full live streams in the afternoon, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 1:30 p.m., moving those up about a half an hour. As I said, I had a bit of an announcement. Well, we're pushing towards 100,000 subscribers. I can't believe just about 7 or 8 months ago, this channel was 7,000 people, and it was a bunch of music sitting on here, but now it's become a full-blown crypto channel, and I want to build more of a community. I used to do a lot of giveaways, so at 1:30, I will be announcing a new giveaway for the push to $100,000. You don't want to miss that. All you'll have to do is subscribe to the channel, and basically, I'll be giving away a lot of my money. I want to just let you guys know how much I absolutely appreciate this community, the fact that you follow. I really love you guys. Like Whitney Houston, and I will always love you. I will always love you. Yeah, whatever. Whitney Houston, you guys, you saw The Bodyguard, right? Kevin Costner, Whitney Houston. Not the pair you would have necessarily expected in that movie, but they made it work. All right, guys, you don't want to hear me sing ever, really. Neither do I. Nobody else does. So let us dig in right to the charts. First, we have the Bitcoin weekly chart here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 confirmed green candles in a row on the weekly, right after we were supposed to be going to 10,000 from 29,000 down here. As you can see, we were starting a sixth candle, doesn't really matter, and pushing right into the 23.6 fib. This whole area around 50,493 up to 51,000. Major resistance. Will be fun to see what happens as we push against that. Once again, we had this bounce off the 50 MA here. It looked like it was a bottom. That was when we had mass panic and fear and blood in the streets. Probably the time to buy. As I said on Twitter, I did buy there, but I also bought here and here and here and here and here and here and here. I bought everywhere. Can't claim that I found the bottom when I bought every dip that ceased to be the dip and was just a dip. But you can see here on the weekly looking very good. Still looks like it would need to cool off. I mean, you don't get this kind of run very often, but we did here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 candles in this whole range right here that were even down, but they both had long wicks down and ended up being bought up and continuing up. So we can see a major run here. Let's look at the Bitcoin daily. As you can see, and I posted on Twitter yesterday, $48,190 right there. That was a key local resistance. That was the high of the move from a few days ago. That was flipped perfectly to support here. Broke through on a nice big candle, 2 tests, and on the way up. This looks absolutely massively bullish right now. In my mind, besides, on the weekly chart, but on the daily, it looks like we have a magnet up to this sort of supply zone here. This is where this major dump really commenced from here. So I expect there to be a lot of selling and a lot of resistance here. This is in the 55,764 up to about 56,971.83. I think we should be heading up that way sooner than later. Everything seems to be taking the elevator up rather than the stairs at this point. And on the 4-hour chart, you can see we had a similar flip around 48,000 after the break of this wedge that I showed. Now, this is the area. On Bitstamp, it's slightly different. It was just around 50,000 that's sort of been flipped. Guys, I mean, this continues to push up. There will be retraces. I don't know when. I still look at the weekly and think that this 42K area is a huge magnet, but maybe it just gets left behind and never gets retested. No surprise there if that happens with Bitcoin. All I can say is things look bullish. Ethereum took a bit of a beating on this Bitcoin move, as tends to be the case. We now have this fresh sort of new resistance right here. Maybe you think that we're going back up if we break this descending line. But interestingly, this is a major trading range right here, and it seems to have lost the EQ of support after trading above it all here. So I would say that you don't want to take a look at Ethereum against Bitcoin until it's back above this line and back above the EQ. Pretty simple. On the USD pair, still looking good, right? This is like Bitcoin. We had the drop. Major accumulation here. This double bottomed, flipped, already hit the target of that, and now has flipped the top of that range of support. Exactly what you expect to do. Perfect technical move right there. So you would expect for this to hold, right? You don't expect price to go back into this range under 3,000. And now we have this local resistance. These were the highs of this entire move, and it looks to be maybe pushing through. But this is at resistance. So if we can close the daily above that, should be levitating up to 35.95, get above that, and well, that's when we start talking about 43.84 and the highs being back in sight. As we said with ADA, here's the Bitcoin pair. This returning to new all-time highs on the USD pair, but not even near the all-time high on the Bitcoin pair. Always a good distinction to make. But this also, after a move up, was ranging forever, flipped this local supply, flipped to the range, and now is heading up. Basically, should be going towards 0.00006240. Zooming out on the weekly, you can kind of get a look. That line that is there, 0.00006240, that is the highest close ever on the Bitcoin pair, right? We had these wicks for those 2 weeks back in 2017 and 18, right at the beginning, but we never closed above that. So that would be a high close. Like on a line chart, this is where you would sort of see the end of these. And so you're looking to flip that and head back up into somewhat price discovery, although the real highs are all the way up here at 0.0009180, right? But everything looking good for ADA here still, as long as it's trading above that range. On the USD pair, well, I drew this last week. There you go, right? Break above, retest, head up. Well, this one actually just broke and didn't technically retest because these wicks were closed, but that is the action that we got. This is fully in price discovery. You could use fibs, extensions, and things to pull targets. Bottom line, you saw what Solana and Luna and all of these coins have done in price discovery. This is a new all-time high for ADA. It continues to make new all-time highs. No reason to believe for now that it will stop. Maybe there'll be a sell the news opportunity September 12th when the Alonzo hard fork comes, but as long as the market remains bullish, ADA should continue to push. BNB, we had this double bottom trade right here to 0.009739, and the Bitcoin pair just hit its target. The next target was 0.010118, almost there. Most notably, you have this red trading range, and now we've officially flipped the EQ of this range, this dash line. That's the 50% equilibrium, 50% of any channel. We've now flipped that to support, and it seems to be heading up. So with that flip of support, the target is the top of the range, 0.012350. Everything looking bullish for BNB in light and in the face of regulatory scrutiny all over the world, and a lot of people saying that BNB, Binance, is in trouble. Now let's look at BNB on the USDT pair. These are the ideas that I drew. Entry, drew this out. Well, that's what's happening. No genius here. Everyone's a genius in a bull market. Just draw a squiggly line that goes up, post it on Twitter, gain your clout, 700,000 followers, billionaire. No, but you really just need to be bullish at the moment because that's the smart way to approach things. It did retest the top of this red range and the EQ of the blue range, same idea. So this should be heading back up to the highs around $690, right? It's flipped this resistance to support. It's flipped this resistance to support, heading up. And this is a gaping hole of resistance. There should not be much. You might get a little bit in this area right here, right? Because there was that major dump. But in general, this is one big drop. So there's not that much resistance on the way up. So guys, that's the charts for Bitcoin, Ethereum, ADA, BNB. Now let's take a very quick look at all the news driving markets today. Bitcoin tops 50,000 for first time since May. The largest cryptocurrency returned to 50,000 today for the first time in more than 3 months. 50K is a psychological level. As you know, it's not a key level on the chart, but still, this is the kind of thing where it's going to make headlines, as you can see. To me, it's not really a headline, but now we're going to see all across the world $50,000 Bitcoin, and maybe that will spark a bit of retail FOMO. Now, this is really interesting. This is a PDF, the Deloitte Insights, Deloitte's 2021 blockchain survey, a new age of digital assets. They put out this study every year, Deloitte and Touche. So let's just give a quick and dirty about what they found, because really, really astounding. So this is what they say: crypto will rival or replace fiat within 10 years. That was the main point. 76% of executives globally think digital assets will be a strong alternative to or replacement for fiat in the next 5 to 10 years. 76%. 78% of respondents said that digital assets will be important to their industry in the coming 24 months. 81% believe blockchain technology has achieved mass adoption. Already, 81%. And 73% said that their company will lose the opportunity for competitive advantage if they don't adopt blockchain and digital assets. This is from institutions that they are surveying. Absolutely astounding to see these numbers. It's very clear that companies and representatives at these companies are bullish on Bitcoin and crypto assets, and they know that now is the time or they're going to absolutely miss the boat. Really, really astounding stuff here. Next one on Crypto Potato, 30% of American investors would not cash out their crypto even in critical moments. Americans have diamond hands. I mean, you can't break them. Diamonds can't even smash the diamonds when you do the diamonds. We're not spaghetti hand, loose hand, weaklings. Diamond hands for American, 37%, even if they needed the money desperately, not selling their Bitcoin and crypto assets. What's a little bit less impressive is that Elon Musk dictates the actions of 35%. 35% of their people said they're doing it because Elon Musk said so. That is not as impressive, to be quite honest, but interesting to see how much influence he really does still have on this market. Next, PayPal launches crypto trading service in the UK. We all knew that this was coming. We've seen it in the United States, but it's still really bullish and interesting to see it spreading around the world and PayPal moving into new markets. This is how mainstream adoption happens. I understand as a Bitcoin maximalist, not your keys, not your coins. You can't send your coins off of PayPal. There are a lot of problems with this, but understand that your average person does not want to be their own bank. They just want to use a platform that they trust to gain access to these assets, and PayPal is trusted and known around the world. For me, this opens the door for that real mainstream adoption. The person who has no interest in the core tenets of it and just wants to buy some Bitcoin. And now they can buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash Y in the United Kingdom on PayPal. This is how mainstream adoption happens. Ethereum Rock JPEG sells for $600K as NFT frenzy continues. The price for the cheapest available Ether rocks has jumped by 900%. Now the cheapest rock, there's 100 rocks. Cheapest of these is now for sale at $1 million. Justin Sun said he bought one for $500,000, and the most recent one sold for about $600K. I'm really curious, guys, in the comments, what do you think of the Ether rock craze, the NFT craze in general? Listen, I understand scarcity and I understand the hype around these. I'm not going to disparage it at all, but holy wow, man, this is crazy. $1 million for a rock JPEG. So let me know what you guys think of that. Now, guys, that is actually everything. That's the 4 charts I was going to look at and the news. So to tell you, once again, I'm going to have a big announcement at 1:30 p.m. I'm doing another live stream. That will be my long, full format live stream, which is going to be awesome. I'm going to take a look at probably like 20, 30 charts as I tend to do. So you don't want to miss that. I'll also be telling you exactly what that giveaway will be. Check out everything I have going down in the description. Femex is amazing. They started giving away now $2,100 potential bonus if you deposit, I believe, 1 Bitcoin, 100 with me, and then a $2,000 extra bonus on Femex. And also I have a link down there for Compass Mining if you guys want to check that out. Really, really cool. I'm just peeking over at the comments really quick before we get out of here. It seems a lot of you think that these rocks are probably not worth the price based on what you guys are saying here. Give me a rock that I can throw at least. Yeah, exactly that. Where's the Willy Woo interview? It's on my channel. Go. It's been out. It's really, really good. NFT craze won't be stopped at all. I tend to agree with that. I think whether the rocks go up or not, this is really just the beginning. Purchase history is a key value driver in the art industry. Absolutely true. And either way, guys, $1 million JPEG of a rock. I will see all of you guys at 1:30 p.m., won't I? Come hang out, check it out, see what the giveaway is. Until then, guys, peace.